are needed to set this giant up for business. From absolute scratch, they can complete the emplacement of the gun and have her primed for firing in a little under 20 minutes. Balanced on 3 jacks and a turntable, her weight and size present no handling problems when released from the support of the cabs. And clear gun for firing preparation. Each of the 6-wheeled 375 horsepower engine cabs handle a real payload on the gun. The individual tonnage is more than double that carried by the largest freight truck on a western highway. It's a long, long way from stem to stern. The barrel alone is 40 feet in length. First job, to get the gun's tube from transporting position to firing position. Power for that operation is furnished by cab number 1. And to face her around to the direction of the target requires the manpower of only 5 of her crew members. So superbly balanced is the monster on her turntable. The gun will traverse a full 360 degrees in azimuth, a complete circle. Most of the operations for readying the gun, though, are accomplished automatically, with the juice supplied by a portable generator. But no dependence on an electrical power supply for operation in battle. In the event of power failure, all of the gun's controls can be operated manually. The barrel can be lifted to fire at an angle of 55 degrees elevation. And the smoothly geared mechanism takes less than 30 pounds pressure to raise and depress the enormous tube. And ready to load her. A winch and carriage are needed to handle the huge shell. No, not the atomic variety this time, but the procedure would be just the same to load up with the kind that raises a mushroom of destruction. Just a conventional 280mm shell, if you can call a projectile this big conventional. A shell that will travel 20 miles and land on a pinpointed target. Squarely on the tray, and from here on, it's untouched by human hands. The shell is driven home by hydraulic rammer. And next, the heavy powder charge to propel it. And button her up. Primer. Lanyard. Elevation. Azimuth. And she's ready to fire. The great gun, the biggest of them all. Firepower from the world's first gun to speak with the fury of bursting atoms. Firepower, a big voice ready to sound off if needed for democracy. Firepower, the job of the artillery to swap steel and high explosive for the lives of our fighting men.
Yes, the artillery is rolling along toward greater weapons to sound off in defense of democracy with an even mightier voice. Next week, The Big Picture brings you the story of special services and the recreation program in the Army, which is carried on wherever American soldiers are stationed.
The Big Picture is a weekly television report to the nation on the activities of the Army at home and overseas. Produced by the Signal Corps Pictorial Center. Presented by the U.S. Army in cooperation with this station. You can be an important part of the big picture. You can proudly serve with the best equipped, the best trained, the best fighting team in the world today, the United States Army.